Hey everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. How are you doing? Anyway, got a quote for you. I love this. It's bizarre that the produce manager at the grocery store is more important to my children's health than their pediatrician. Do you love that? And guess who said it? Come on, guess. Do 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 do. Okay, I'll give you the answer. It was Meryl Streep. Isn't that great? Remember the old days? And it's so funny now. It's like, the awakening for me with the food. And it's like, there's not one butcher shop left on Cape Cod. There used to be. There was in the town that I lived in for like 15, 20 years. And then when I moved to this area of the Cape, there was one. And he was there for like 30 years. And he retired like shortly after I moved here. And yes, butchers and produce managers are our best friends, aren't they? I mean, sure, you can go to the big stores and, they're pretty accommodating. But of course, what might have been done to the food before they get it. I mean, they might give you the cut of meat that you like. I guess maybe it's more than our produce manager. Maybe it's the person at the feedlot, or maybe it's the person at Monsanto that adds the chemicals to the grains that go into the feedlot of the food that we're eating. Who knows? It's just, we do the best we can. I'm sitting there thinking about the crazy world that we're living in today, and it is wicked crazy, isn't it? It's scary crazy. And, here we are just trying to maintain our little lives with our food, with our choices, do our little tracker, and we jump on this little square thing that has so much dominion and power over our day, doesn't it? And so if, especially a woman, I think, if we weighed ourselves at night, if we weighed ourselves at night versus the morning, could that save a bad day? But unfortunately, we usually weigh more at the end of the day because we've drank all our water and we've had our food and, done whatever we've done for the day. I mean, I always feel, much more full at the end of the day, at least as far as the scale would go. And so just think, if you didn't weigh yourself in the morning, we all know those great days when we weigh ourselves and we weigh what we want to weigh, and we're getting closer. But how about those days where we allow the scale to just have a little thread of what it means to us for the rest of the day? Are we dumb or what? Isn't it funny to think that, we're so ruled by this little box that we buy and bring into our house, or maybe we go to a meeting and we pay somebody, and it's like they're going to be the destiny of our next, I don't know how many hours. I mean, if we lose, it's like, woohoo! And if we don't, it's like we're cursing the darn scale for at least the next day. So mad at ourselves, especially if we've been trying hard. I mean, most of us do try hard, right? We're just females with that type of body that just doesn't want to do what we want it to do. So we work really, really hard, and we go in and we weigh, and it says up 0.6 pounds. And it's like, no. And it's like you want to go to somebody and just whine to them and say, I did everything I was supposed to. You should have seen it. I had all the little baggies in these dumb little glass jars, and I even shopped at 7 o'clock at night, and I did all of that, and I gained. It's horrible, isn't it? What can we do about it, right? So we weigh in, and we get the number that we don't want. I'm not talking about the numbers we want. Those are great days. But we get the number that we don't want. And it's like, so what are we going to do? How are we going to handle it? Are we going to go, it happens. I'm a female. There's certainly enough information out about that, or there's certainly enough other women here or on other sites that will commiserate with me We know that feeling of doing everything right for the whole last week or few days, however often you weigh yourselves, and that happens. We have to be gentle with ourselves about that. And, I don't like that I've put on a few pounds. I don't like that, you know. But, this morning I got back on the scale and, it's still at the same thing. So those, whatever those are, the 3 to 5 pounds, they came and they roosted, and they're very happy in my gut section. And, do I not want them there? No. Am I tracking and weighing and measuring and doing the same stuff? Yes. So what's the deal? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go back to eating, a bowl of radishes and celery. I'm not going to go back to old things like that. I guess I'm just going to accept it. I'm not going to eat at it. That's for sure. And, I know what I'm not putting in my body, especially compared to like 7 or 8 months ago. I'm not eating what I ate even 7 or 8 months ago, and I thought I was on maintenance then. And I still lost a little bit more. So my body has reached this, like, place. It's okay, I'm okay. All things considered, right? I'm not getting on a little puddle jumper plane and they say, I'm sorry, ma'am, you weigh too much. We're going to have to wait until another flight to balance you out. No. So be gentle with yourself with that number. And do make friends with that produce manager. Spend some time in the organic section. If things look like really limp and yucky in the organic section, find another another organic section. I have certain organic foods that I delight in, and they're worth it. And the women at my nutrition group yesterday were saying, is it really worth it? And, I wash all my berries anyway, and on the times that they might not be organic. This batch this week is half organic. There must have been a shortage. Greg buys the produce, and I buy the other stuff. And so, but what veggies am I happy with that are organic? For the most part, zucchini and broccoli and peppers. I love the colored peppers that are organic. They just feel better. I like that I'm eating them with some as natural as possible, like salsa when I have them. And I like the organic celery too. So, there's some that like I'm really delighted that it's organic. And then there's others like usually the Brussels sprouts aren't. The asparagus aren't, but the cauliflower is, the broccoli is, and I love organic sweet potatoes. I do, and I'm having that whipped sweet potato that I made with the coconut milk, and I'm really looking forward to that. That was really good. I made I made one batch with 2 nights worth, so I'm having that with roast pork and lots of veggies. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, so you want to be good to yourself. You want to kind of laugh at it. I mean, just get a chuckle out of yourselves. Here we are working so hard. And we do work so hard. We track, we buy, we wash, we prep, little baggies, little glass jars. And the scale tells us that we've gained a little something, and we haven't done anything wrong. Just be gentle with yourselves. It happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us. And, that when we're on that losing thing, it's great. But that moment that we hit maintenance or really close to our goal, and that scale starts, it's like winking at us, it's like squinting at us, it's like, you're not getting rid of me yet. Just have a good little chuckle. Remember this video and be gentle. And know that we've all gone through it. Those scales. I don't know. Make friends with your produce manager. I'll see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Bye-bye for now.